Okay, let's see here. Why? Okay. Still investigating that. Okay.
This confirms it. The crates were opened first, then bait placed. By who?
By whom? And more data is required to be certain.
Nothing like Sam correcting your grammar.
Mm-hmm.
By whom? Okay, I'm gonna go over to the remnant ruin by the monolith that we couldn't get to before.
Ever disobeyed an order, Cora?
In my soldier days? No, that's kind of the point.
It's that mechanical. You never thought about it.
Military discipline isn't there to give you something cool to rebel against. In combat, people depend on you being in the place they expect, doing what you're meant to do, or they die.
That doesn't mean you're
Move
doing the right
yourself.
thing.
I know. Earth had formations like this. Made a lot of kids think of alien worlds.
Pathfinder, the Remnant have altered the landscape ahead.
Looks like Ket ahead. We should be careful.
Well, you're wrong, Ryder. There's no...
I don't know why it continues to put better crafting as my top mission.
They probably just really want you to just get it done, you know? Just a
Mm-hmm.
quick 2 seconds. Come over here, craft this, and go.
Did you talk to the sorry?
Sorry, at the...
Base or Cora?
I think I did. Trying to remember. Did I do that? Yes, I did. Yeah, I did. I just went and did everything, got everything triggered over there, and then started
Targets down!
heading towards the old... Yeah, that's what I did. I headed towards the old Site 1 and kind of...
Hustle was a good scene. People from all over, helping out when it mattered. A lot of right ways to help in a crisis. All we needed was coordination. Not too different from how Ryder runs the team.
Why did we
It
switch
works.
places?
Might work differently if
Locking
we
the
were at
door.
war.
Lucky we're not then.
Oh, ow. Oh, I gotta remember buttons. Oh.
It's amazing how many different games you can play and how many times you're sitting there going, oh wait, with this game it was this button, with this game it was this button.
Mm-hmm. They're bugs.
Think that's it.
Whoops, passed it.
Got 'em all. I'm trying to look at the potential. In 50 years, this could be a beach vacation. Eos will have holidays once we figure out the seasons.
Not exactly a Christmas-type planet.
Know that, Liam. They could get snow here on Eos. We just don't know that
Yeah.
yet.
You never know.
Camber.
Recording nav points
A
for survey
trivial
placement. A
task.
trivial task.
Wasn't trivial to this technician. Load his protocol.
Dun, dun,
The job doesn't go
dun,
unfinished.
dun.
Okay, yeah, I got the trivia protocol.
Enemies incoming!
Stand it.
Job started. Another step forward. Keep it up, Dad.
Sam, what am I hearing?
Technician Eric Camber's beacon protocols. They appear to include recorded motivational logs.
Motivational logs. If only we all had that in life. Every time you do a job, good job, you did it. Well done. Keep it up.
Kind of missed the infrastructure in place back in the Milky Way.
Right, the good old days, when squirrels carried the plague.
What are you talking about?
Just saying, we gave up lots of things, including a world where squirrels carried plague. That was the one. We'll just have to make new bloated infrastructures, and find squirrels. I miss Ricketts.
I still don't know what you're talking about. We've got targets!
Progress made, whatever it is. Each day, one at a time. You'll be fine.
Okay, where's this going?
Which one?
Logs. The one where you find all the and something's logs that eventually lead you to the
You keep your head under fire. I think the Asari only got
Leads
that
you to
calm
the
after a
remnant
few
site
hundred
in
years.
that back corner,
You can
the
get
very
there in
back
under a
corner
century
of
if
the
the
map.
right focus is drilled in.
The back, like bottom right,
To you.
when you're looking at it, or the top right?
The far right, there's hitting rocks for science.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that one. I'm gonna wait to go in there until I get all the data pads.
So, bake 1 hour at 300 degrees or 1 minute at 3000?
Yes, exactly like that.
Tempest is a good name. Not the best name, but it's good.
So what would be best?
Hey, complaining doesn't mean I want it to be my job.
It never does.
Alright, then this half is pretty much done. I'm gonna go... Alright, I'm gonna go and start hitting the new area, starting from the lower part of the map and moving up. Let's see. So, yeah.
So used to division weaponry.
Look at that view. Wow, that sure is a sight.
The Outland Spire. You can see it from almost anywhere.
Too bad there's no time for a swim. Wonder what it's like on Eos when it rains. We do our job, someone will see it.
I bet that water's nice and cool.
Definitely not go swimming right now. Maybe in
Mm-hmm.
a few years,
Mm-hmm.
maybe the water will be a bit clearer.
Just stay away from it.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, the fact that we still have to have a big, gigantic machine to pump and purify the water so that we can actually drink it probably means you don't want to swim in it.
mm-hmm.
Scan here. No, okay.
Your first outpost. It must mean something to you. Hopefully Padromo sets a high bar.
Can't wait to see what the initiative makes of this planet.
We're all clear.
One down. Nice shot.
Looks like the Scourge got to this remnant.
Oh, did I find something? I did.
Pathfinder, there is Nexus equipment nearby.
Yep, there we go. Data pan for Anna Carroll. That's what their name was.
Sam, this one mentions a nav point.
Yep,
I've
it is.
extracted the information and added it to your map.
Then we know where the researcher was headed. Let's go.
And we will head there later.
Ooh.
Let's see if I can scan this dude before he attacks me. There was a camp thing up here. Oh no, that just leads to that.
I love when cat are just dropped into the middle of nowhere. Oof. And I'm so used to my perfect handling on my other weapons.
Be right there. Giving shield assist.
better.
Gil has tuned the Nomad perfectly for Eos.
We're outfitted best we can be.
I like busting dunes, getting all 6 wheels off the ground.
We've got Ket. Great shot. Nice work.
Anybody else? You here? Oh, no, he's on the other side.
Good one.
We've got hot.
Headshot.
Pathfinder, I advise caution. Remnant activity may be hostile.
Jeez. Go to pick up element 0, you get 3. Go to pick up chlorite, you get 70 something. That's not a fair ratio at all. It's like,
You left, right, left.
So you can talk the talk. Now walk it.
Activating automated forward station deployment. A scourge site is nearby, Pathfinder. Remnant activity may be unstable.
That's teamwork.
We have an ammo crate somewhere here. Please and thank you. Hello? No ammo crate. Great. Just what I need. Did I skip? What was this one? Ugh, I skipped a drone. Are you serious?
Very weird to come to a cut site with nobody here.
Yeah,
And how is it I get here? Hit the mining thing. And it barely puts a dent in.
oh, I know. That's just been constantly. That constantly happens. It looks like you find a good spot and then you place it down, and then it's like, okay, well, you found this tiny little bit. There's still a lot more to get. It's like, well, just,
Nice shot.
okay.
I forget she says that. What's your name? Full name? My full name? Peanut butter.
Seems less harsh than when we first landed. Maybe I'm just getting used to it.
Our people came a long way. Nothing here will stop them. I wonder what all these bits of remnant tech used to be. And I'm wondering what broke them up.
Sawtooth Plateau. All those broken pieces like a dragon's jaw.
Enemies!
Activating automated forward station deployment. Mining zones in this region are available, Pathfinder.
I remember this. You reply your stocks when you're at a station.
Undocumented mineral nearby, Pathfinder.
It's okay, I remember how this works.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go get this guy, and then... That's the base. Yes.
Oh, my the Kickstarter D&D Kickstarter that I've been following. They finally released their latest book, and I'm not too happy about it. It's
Head ahead, Pathfinder. I recommend caution.
not the most unique story like the one. And it's kind of fast. In terms of movement, it's just not like in getting into it. There's stuff in areas we probably could spend more time exploring. It doesn't even have to be too detailed, but still, like, there's a lot of why missing, a lot of who, and I don't know if it was just because they wanted to keep, like, a surprise aspect to everything, but, like, I feel like there could have just been a lot more to explore. And, but, like, there's a lot of entries that were just quick reaction entries, and then just like, and then having to jump to another entry to keep going on the story. For the fact that a lot, like, the reaction could just be, you're rolling an insight check and it's just, oh, you feel like, which then,
This tech comes in all shapes and sizes,
critter,
but what's it for?
I start to get kind of nitpicky on some aspects where I'm like, why did I roll an insight check
Might be dangerous, but
on,
we
and
should
then
check it
your
out.
response is, oh, I was noticing these little things.
Yeah.
Like, that should have been investigation or perception, not insight. I'm not, like, yeah, and then, like, or like an insight check, and it wouldn't you be noticing their, like, facial reaction or something to that effect. but you're saying it like you've been watching this person for a while, and you notice these differences in their. And
Should
I'm
we
like,
clear out
we
that
have
caretaker?
literally known for all of 2 seconds. How would I know that kind of detail?
Right.
Um, so, I mean, glad it's out, and I still plan on messaging and hoping that they'll make a book at some point that will make it so that um, you can make it sort of a campaign-esque thing.
Mhm.
'Cause right now it's like every story, singular story, your character is either between level 1 and 4, depending on how difficult you want it.
Yeah.
I
But
detect a
it
chem
very
surveillance
much could
device,
just
Pathfinder. Destroying it will be the best
connected,
course of action.
you know, that,
Nice headshot.
oh, you finished this thing, you left, and now it's, a month later, now you're,
These devices
and
appear
so
to
if
be
they come
feeding
out with a
colonist
little,
data
like,
to a
booklet
central
thing that's like, oh, if you
location.
want to connect
Can you give me a nav point?
the
Not yet.
books,
I need more information.
then have
Another
your
surveillance device
character
will be
start
adequate.
at the next level where you ended in the previous one, and then multiply the HP of any monsters you face in the next book by this many,
Right.
add this many to each DC, um, to make it harder, but also allow you to level. And even though if you look at this level, if you buy their side quests, you can use those to help your character. Just a way to like, or if they, want to do a big like the 5th book or the 10th book, and they make this big like one of them actually do something. I think it would be a good idea. Did you report the wildlife right away, or are you doing other things and then go?
I'm doing a bunch of other
I wish we had a date for Celeste 2.
things. Plus, all the new games coming out. No real dates of when things are coming out. It's just a lot of, well, this will
Yeah,
be
and
here
so I was like, this
soon.
is coming
This will
to
be here
be
soon, promise.
be
So, well,
here.
that's great, but it's not
It.
shit.
Mm,
Okay, I'm placing the first seismic hammer down.
Okay, firing the
Just
first
head
hammer.
that direction
Hold on
now.
to something.
hold
Remnants
on
coming
to
from
something.
below!
Nice shot.
That'll keep you on your toes. That's a big tremor for a couple of remnant. Let's place the next hammer.
Can you stop running sideways? Go.
Invisible walls. Here, that's weird.
Animals files on our missing crates again, same as before.
Good one.
Cleared. Picked clean, like the others.
Picked clean and utterly destroyed.
Sam, the scan says the drops were scheduled so no one would be around?
Delivery data was corrupted intentionally, possibly to avoid confrontation during the theft.
Thieves with hearts of gold?
Circulatory determinations will require more data, Pathfinder.
More data. It's all more data.
Bolstering all shields.
Enemies!
Shoot, was this on top or on the bottom?
Giving shield assist.
Still weirds me out to see the Scourge like that. Should we check it out?
Good one.
Jeez, Cora.
Progress, right, Dad? Probably simple, but in a new galaxy, and after I... Never mind.
What are you talking about, kid?
Yeah, kid, what you talking about? Why are you acting strange?
The sheer top, because it is.
Guess you run out of names eventually.
Automated protocols activated. Deploying forward station. Mining zones have been added to your nav system, Pathfinder.
Picking out my penthouse on the big rock. That's uptown.
Won't be long long before we build cities. You can see all of Prodromos from up here.
So high. I would definitely put like a post or something up above the hill so that we'd actually have eyes up here and not get surprised from above. Smart idea. Instead of just having turrets down below. Let's get this game. Let's see. Oh, okay, right here. This is the cat site. This is the trigger, loss, and drone. Okay.
I don't like the look of those Ket machines.
Cat machines don't like the look of you, Cora.
I detect a Ket surveillance device, Pathfinder. Destroying it would be the best course of action.
Finding cat surveillance devices, cat sites.
Sam, what do you have for me?
I determined
yeah.
the central location for the Ket surveillance devices,
Okay.
adding a nav point to your system.
Let's hope we can stop them. We can't let the Ket hurt Prodromos.
I don't remember finding four of those. Interesting, but I will take only having to find 2 and not 5.
You're better than your listed training. You had a mentor.
I had a team who didn't want me to die. Still do, right?
We all do.
Oh, you're back there.
Looks like Ket machinery.
We had a flying cat that was flying backwards.
What's it on?
Headshots. Let's go. 4 headshots. I'm missing it.
Keep it up, Dad. You promised. Doesn't matter that I'm sick. You're in the future.
I don't know if I'm okay with this.
Yeah, I wouldn't be okay with that either.
I'm beginning to not like this working. It's supposed to go through.
Okay, so follow this around. It goes down, and then there should be a cave over here somewhere.
That looks like Ket tech. If that remnant site is active, we should be careful.
We've got targets!
Gotcha, map. Hey, I got 4 element 0 out of that one.
Jeez Louise. How will it load?
Great shot!
You added it to your map.
So much supplies.
Sam, I'm getting a lot of anomaly reports from one prospector. Really weird reports.
Let me guess. All in Lloyd? Travels solo and reads too many spy comics. Could probably change his breather more often. Just forward it to me. I'll translate for colonial affairs.
Maybe loop in a psychiatrist. Freud would love this guy.
Right. Get him a tincture of lithium while we're at it.
Click this guy.
Pathfinder, I detect a cat camp ahead.
Coming up on
Look
us.
at that. Faster.
Cat, watch out. Good shot.
That'd be great. Really.
Mm-hmm.
Go team.
Goodness gracious.
I think that's a remnant device.
Remnant
I
device.
advise scanning it, Pathfinder.
Giving shield assist. What's this doing in a Ket camp?
Judging by the damage, the Ket were extracting data. This core is too damaged to properly read what they received.
Then we'll just have to find more.
The scanning thing must have really disappeared.
Mm-hmm.
I almost jumped clear off of this cliff, forgetting that there was a memory trigger up here.
You're a long way from the
Forgot
flock.
about Advent.
Last sight.
Little
More animals
duck.
on our missing crates.
I'm not a duck.
I am Invictor. There are infiltrators in my territory. The patrol that captures them will be rewarded. Patrols that do not will be punished.
Sounds like we've already had an effect.
Victor. Someone's
Sam,
on my
another memory
territory.
trigger?
Go
One
kill
of your
him.
father's memories is now accessible. Return to Sam node on the Hyperion to investigate further.
Whoa. The Ket built all this? They don't just have a base here. This is a stronghold.
About that. Tap the
Mining
water
zones have been
for
added to your nav
the
system,
for
Pathfinder.
Prodromos. Tap gas for them to trade.
Cleared the critters, but looks like it'll be as clean as the other lost crates.
Pathfinder, after examination of the supply drops, I've identified a possible source for the delivery corruption.
Right, nav for a hiding spot. Let's go see who was so careful with their theft.
Locations marked, Pathfinder.
Location's marked. Just behind me.
any closer, Pathfinder, we'll shoot.
If you're the ones who hid those supply crate thefts, I don't think you want to fight. Disarm and we'll talk.
God damn it. We're waiting.
Wise decision, standing down. Who are you?
Chase Gannon. Used to be maintenance. Look, we weren't trying to hurt anyone, just like you said. It's why we came back here. We didn't want to be outlaws. We have family on the Nexus. But we didn't think we'd be welcome. Tan hasn't been forgiving. Not that we deserve it.
You admit you were criminals.
What choice do we have? Exiled means they kill you if you come back. But we couldn't keep doing it. We're not pirates. We came here to build. All we could do was watch. Watch you build. At least it was something.
How did you end up like this?
What, as exiles? There was no hope. You have to understand. We thought we were all going to die. And when they exiled us, we saw it could be worse. People preying on their own. We couldn't. So we hid out here and thought maybe... I don't know. I don't know, Pathfinder.
I can't let this continue. You know that.
Pathfinder, we're not asking to continue. Just... we tried. Alright? We tried and fucked it all up.
Not exactly a nuanced defense.
There isn't one. We got scared. We did bad things. We regret it. Maybe we're idiots. Maybe we should never have come here. But we want to believe there's a way back.
Well, you were trying to steal food, and it completely blew up in your face. Not only hurting you, but hurting everyone else at the Padromos. And so now you're like, well, we're idiots, and we just don't know what else to do. And it's like, okay, well, yeah, then I'll let you go to Padromos and try to actually be good citizens this time. You know, the fact that you can actually have a chance to properly help exiles is nice. Versus just constantly being like, well, I just hate everybody, and so now I'm just doing what I want to do. It's like, no, we tried and we absolutely failed. If there's a chance you can get back, that would be nice.
You want a chance, a way back. Tan may not like it, but he's not here.
They'll accept that? Let us try?
Padromos isn't in the business of refusing honest help.
I'm numb, Pathfinder. I don't know if there are words.
Then get to work.
Okay. Also, I love the one person that's in a full-on helmet, but still drinking like they can totally do that through the helmet.
Induction port.
Right. Induction port. You know, like straw. The induction.
No longer do I call him straws.
I know.
I literally walked right over it.
Press on dunes. The mayor's idea. Because we have to press on.
Politicians, always helpful.
So
What?
many creatures and things all around it.
Okay. I'm gonna do the third hammer.
Our friend was calling from a Ket bunker? We don't know he's a friend.
Whoa.
Well, well. Glad you decided to show.
This your handiwork?
Abso-fucking-lutely. Name's Bane Masani. Ket hunting's a hobby of mine.
Bane Masani. I mean, why his first name has to be Bane?
Mm-hmm.
But oh gosh, what a cool little Easter egg. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
We should start a club.
Eos is the perfect spot for it. Planet's a Ket magnet. I've been tracking them down, marking locations to target. You took out the crown jewel, but the bastards still have a presence here. You want to protect that shiny new outpost? You better wipe them out.
I'll do whatever I can to keep Adromos safe.
Glad to hear it. Sending nav points to your Omni tool. Eventually we'll want to hit the crown jewel, their main base. But I don't think you're ready for that yet.
I'll cut my teeth on the smaller targets.
Smart woman. Happy hunting, Pathfinder.
You obviously weren't a Ket hunter back in the Milky Way.
No, I worked in the private security sector. Pay was good, but the job bored me. Buddy of mine told me about the initiative. Thought it'd be a hell of an adventure.
Bring any family with you?
Hell no. My mom died when I was a kid. Never met my father. Heard he was a big-time merc. All I know is he gave me his name and nothing else.
Oh gosh, big time merc. Yeah, your dad was a giant pain in the butt, but he's still a cool guy.
Mm-hmm.
Stay safe, Masani.
That's the goal.
Okay. Drone is there. Destroy a power generator. Barracks. Okay.
Oh, I can't see. Mm-hmm. Sake. Worst gun for this. Gonna be a long ass fight.
Shield boost enabled.
These can't be the only generators the Ket brought.
Given the large Ket presence on Eos, I would agree, Pathfinder.
We'll just keep shutting them down as we find them. Nice work.
Spotted a Ket camp.
We've got targets!
Looks clear.
I think that's a remnant device.
I was unable to extract much, but it appears the cat received a nav point from these remnant cores.
Can you get the nav point too?
Partially, I require another core to complete the string.
Oh, I thought I had somehow picked the wrong gun and just couldn't make it back to change out my loadout. No, somehow I had, when I loaded into the game, it loaded me into my pistol. So when I was picking up, I accidentally equipped and replaced the pistol.
Direct acknowledgement.
So when I was quick
That's
changing
progress.
to my rifle, I just didn't think about it because I normally only have 2 weapons. Oh shit. Loaded at any given time, just my rifle and my AR. So I didn't even think that I still had my Black Widow. And then I just changed over because I ran out of bullets. Oh look, my my Black Widow. How did I get so far? This is so crazy. The guy flew to a second location, but he flew so far away, so now I'm running forever to try and get up to him. And he's shooting the, those nanobites or whatever. And from a distance, it's like looking down a funnel.
Oh yeah, no,
Like,
yeah.
it looks so cool. I've never had that view.
Actually imported here. Of course not.
So this guy's also using that a lot. Very annoying. How is he multiplying more? We barely started. Oh, this fight is never going to end.
I am a victim. You should retreat to wherever the rest of Let that be your final warning.
I am Pathfinder. Rah, 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 rah.
God, can you just... move?
Scan it.
I detect a
Yes.
remnant device in this
Aha.
location. I advise scanning it, Pathfinder.
Sam, anything?
I extracted the nav point the Ket used, adding it to your system.
Great.
Let's find out what these Ket are after.
Mm-hmm. God, I've never had this kind of fight take two. It doesn't have to be easy, but for freak's sake, I am barely making it through the leg.
Black Rock Tande. Eos has teeth, alright?
Remnant sight up ahead. Careful.
Activating automated forward station deployment. Mining zones in this region are available, Pathfinder. I've
I think. Not, yeah. Yep, I officially have all the forward stations.
Yes.
But I think, do I want to do this thing or do I want to wait? Yeah, I'm going to wait. I'm going to go down to that last area and clear that out first.
Come on! Oh, finally. Leg down.
Good job, you did it.
Yeah, that's 2 out of 3.
The camp ahead contains
I
Ket life forms,
basically almost
Pathfinder.
used up
I
every
don't like the
single
look of
ammo crate.
Yeah.
those Ket machines.
It's not escaping. Literally not going really anywhere. See, didn't even leave the location.
Nice work.
Shield boost enabled.
Nice shot. Remnant sight.
I'm stuck.
I'll get unstuck.
Oh, come on, it's so close. What the? Oh, I'm so done with this hub. I really need to start looking where I'm going.
You are not worth the equipment you have damaged.
Finally getting under his skin.
Do, 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 do.
Is this one of those annoying locations where you don't have anything in?
Trigger discipline, Costa.
Stop riding me, Harper.
Location, moving on.
It's loading on again. Yeah, what the hell? I've somehow equipped another sniper rifle. Tell me how. So okay.
anyone up for Would You Rather?
Did you just ask, would you rather, would you rather?
That's cold, Cora.
The central location for the Ket surveillance devices is nearby, Pathfinder.
Stay alert. You don't know what to expect. Takes care of the cat. What about the surveillance?
I detect transmissions sent from a nearby console. That may be the central data point.
Can we destroy it?
I recommend uploading a scrambler first, to prevent data from leaving Eos. Stand by.
Stand by.
More incoming!
Hostile shuttle incoming. Scrambler uploaded. Transmissions to and from Eos are blocked.
Good work, Sam. Now let's take this thing out.
Your people should now be safe from Ket surveillance.
Good. Let's get out of here.
Skills. Assign power. Let's see. I barely use concussive shot, so I'm gonna switch concussive shot to remnant VI. Should I do that one, or should I do... Actually, I'm gonna put this one as the barricade. And then put the barricade in this spot. There we go. All right, now my powers are good. I'm all set.
Who the heck are these guys?
Let's see. This was for. Is it this one?
Let me see. Oh my god. Being a weird, very weird game today.
Huh.
Like, normally the assembler bots don't move a lot. They find some decent cover and then send out their breachers. This time they're all over the place. They're rarely sending out breachers.
I mean, I've been seeing quite a bit in mine, but I mean, they just feel like normal to me. That they're just all over the place. Don't like it. Die, you bastard. Things. I hate fiends. Creatures near these things would be a clear sign of, don't let these big giant things that are, I think they're what, supposed to help purify the air or something like that. I forget what these things do. But these big things are attracting all these wild animals, like. Let's get rid of these things so they stop doing that. I think logically.
Mm-hmm.
So if they ever do another game, that would be one of the things I would hope to see while those things are gone.
Yeah, progress.
Or even like just like using them as like shutting them off, but still using the
Mm-hmm.
structure as like maybe a way to like build stuff up in the air so it's off the ground and see how
All
that
right,
goes.
let's shut it down.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that thought.
Also, I'm so excited about the Pinecrafter and update with all those pictures of different things. Like,
Well, yeah,
you
like
know,
I really want to see what the
all these
is it just because if
like.
it's just like the when you go into the portal and it's just like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, here's just a small little area, oh, here's a small little area, it sounds like it's gonna be a no, here's a whole nother thing for you to work on and like, you
Mm-hmm.
know.
Well, I hope it does the same thing as Humble. It's a whole
Marco,
different setup, a
Who?
whole different
good
view.
enough.
The rate of what you're mining and different materials. Like you have access to different ones and having to do more work, but also like, are we going to be in a space one where you have to have domes to get around? You know, like that's what it looks. You know, like oh, a foresty or the like
Well,
things
this
that
Should we
make
clear
you
out that
have to
med tent?
reevaluate, like set up your base versus like always having the same kind of like. I want it to be difficult. I want one where you know
Undocumented
I'm
mineral nearby,
making
Pathfinder.
scaffolding and getting your base up off the ground because there's no real way to, no, not enough space on regular ground to like set it up.
yeah.
Like I want to really be forced to strategize and come up with the different things and whatnot. I like having a different type of machine, like the ore crusher was really cool. Trying to get up there.
Okay, sorry about that.
It's fine.
Okay, I'm gonna go over to the data data trail. I can speak. It's fine. I can speak. Do that.
Cat ahead, Pathfinder.
My
I
eyes.
recommend caution.
So I got the nav. I have the last beacon
Remnant
of
sight up ahead.
grace.
Careful.
Oh, I've also got the nav point for Anna. Do all of that over there in that corner. Yeah, I think it's everything else past the cat facility. Oh, I can jump over here first.
Approaching the nav point, the cat extracted from the remnant cores, Pathfinder.
Keep an eye out for nearby cat.
Alright, Ket, what were you up to? I like seeing a hole in the ground and being able to walk over it. Zap. I love that they gave it a name, but then refused to label it as that name. They just want to say it's Remnant VI.
Have you ever had PV with you when you're dealing with the survey beacons?
No. Why? What did she say?
You get the last one, and we're like, good job, Eric. And Baby's like sounding like she's trying. And she's like, "Can we go shoot many things?"
Wait, no, hold on. Say that again? I didn't grasp that at all. She says, what?
We say, right? We finish it, and the little audio thing finishes, and we say, "Good job, Eric's." And then PB, who's sniffling and trying not to die, says, "Can we go shoot many things?"
Oh. So she gets emotional because of what's happened on the thing.
Yes.
Wow, PB. Okay, good to know.
Uh,
Jeez.
can we shoot many things?
I usually have Liam and Cora with me, but I don't remember who speaks. It might be Cora.
Hmm. Yeah, when I come back, I either do Cora and PB, um, Liam and Jal, just to start their conversations while still having somebody, because like with Jal, trying to show him around and having Liam so they can have their
Yeah.
bromance.
Yeah.
And then Cora, like Eeyore have Cora because human
Perfect.
territory, but then also be PB because one, this is where we get her, and two, they're starting their conversations. But this time I decided to be in Petra,
Okay.
which was nice because with the supply stuff and the talks of trade, Petra
Right.
talks about, which is really cool.
Gotcha.
I mean, that is one of the nice things, one of the things I love about the companions in Andromeda. All of them technically make sense to have around for a lot of things. You could, I mean, maybe on EOS you don't really need Drax, but everybody really at some point has a reason to be anywhere. Unlike the trilogy, where a lot of times you don't meet certain people at all.
For sure.
I mean, I know we're still trying to figure out exactly what the Jardan even look like, let alone function on a location. But while playing Horizon, you're going through the cauldrons. You take a couple of companions with you at one point through one, and as Ayla is trying to explain what is happening, one of the main things she mentions is that humans weren't meant to be in cauldrons. Cauldrons built by machines to make machines. But so when you're running through it, obviously you're finding all these ledges, platforms to jump on or whatever. It's still in a lot of cases, it's like, was this tunnel built for a human to walk through, or like it doesn't quite, like, trying to picture the functionality of the cauldron. I mean, a lot of places in the game. We're trying to actually envision the function of what they're talking about versus what you're actually able to access and do in the game. Is always a question. Um, and the same with the any of these underground facilities in Andromeda. I mean, the basis of the the towers and like trying to
What
get
is
the
this?
vaults to
Accessing.
like function inside these
Pathfinder, this
planets, but also
console holds
like
detailed records of the native wildlife on Eos. This is
what? Yeah,
vital
like
information.
why was it
Can
designed
Padromos use it?
It would provide a
just
significant
for
benefit to
looks
initiative colonists.
Good.
versus
Let's give our people a welcome
actual?
gift.
You know, are all the lights that move in the walls? Is that showing progression of energy, or is it just the energy, like the view, like the energy functioning, and that is just happening?
Right. It's just
A
there.
reaction,
Yeah. Oh,
like
yeah.
for Horizon, there's certain points where you, oh, like, oh crap, you find these viewpoints that you can look through to see, like, oh, how it used to look back in the day. I'm like, that should just been like a regular certain main locations, or like I just want, how did this function back in the day, or just give me a DLC
Yeah.
of like a little aspect of what this looked like or how this functions
We need more of those
back
symbols.
then.
Wonder if I'd get anything on the scanner.
What the heck? Where's
Um,
the last symbol? I thought I scanned everything.
I mean, or even in some cases, just I was telling Emily that like a DLC, you meet Hephaestus and how he takes over a cauldron, um, making things. Where I was like, oh, well, technically, the basic function is each cauldron is programmed to create a certain number of machines for certain jobs. So, let's say in the cauldron near San Diego, California, knows 3 herds of grazers, each one having a scrounger with it, and 2 that are meant for certain areas to gather organic material to bring back to the cauldron.
You should now be able
And
to
then they
interface
just
Pathfinder.
go out. They're made, sent out, roam, and do their stuff. Occasionally they fill up, they head back to a cauldron, drop off the blaze or whatever other organics they got, maybe get repaired if they're damaged in any way, back out. And that's just like the repeat. So then, after when humans come back into the world and they start killing machines to get parts and crafting stuff, this herd of 10 loses 3 grazers, and that's it. My understanding is the cauldron is notified that the herd is not at capacity, so it makes the replacing 3 grazers to send out back to that herd.
Interface successful, Pathfinder.
So when Hephaestus starts taking over, why aren't we killing less machines? Knowing that you're just asking that cauldron with Hephaestus in it to make more machines. But that is just through my understanding. But then I'm like, the only time we ever get this understanding of that big land gods, which are big, like, kind of look like Tyrannosaurus Rexes on it. I mean, Triceratops.
Approaching the nav point, the Ket
And
extracted from
there,
your
it's
weapon
like part
cores,
of
Pathfinder.
their
Keep an eye out for
heat,
nearby
like
Ket.
they're like almost like seasonal things. There's 7 of them, and on the dot at the same time every year, back to its cauldron, dump its load, get cleaned up, sent back out. And then after a certain period of time, the next one is called. That's the only ones that actively in-game talk about that functionality, but like all of them are technically supposed to be that way. And even in terms, and so like base or ruin base somewhere, and protective detail basically roaming the area that you gotta destroy to get to. But I'm like, I wish I could see what this looked like in regular time. Were these created? These had to have been created to protect this area back in the day. And it's just still a regular thing for this cauldron to send the replacement detail to this location and for them to continue this protection. I'm like, what? I want to see what that looked like. Like, even if it was just a picture that I could see of part of that base from a certain viewpoint, the scorchers hanging around, walking around or whatever, and the humans that were doing whatever at the same time. I'd love to see that view.
So there's the remnant base, or the remnant site over in the back left corner, and I'm placing the satellite or whatever for the news guy, and I'm gonna try and get basically other locations done before I work
Another
on
news receiver
the
down.
Ket base.
Yeah. Scan what? Damn, scan what? Nothing scannable. Confused.
Last thing, I'll see who responds to this last recording.
Another job done, Dad. Reset and hit the next. I'm watching, and I'm proud. Eric Jr. signing off.
Job done, Eric's.
Oh, Cora just sniffles. That's all you get. Apparently everyone gets emotional. Now I want to know what Drax's response is. Does he even get a chance to respond at all?
That's true.
Are they like, nah, we don't need to hear what he says? Actually, let's do tech. Recharge speed or VI health regeneration and delay reduction. Yeah, let's have it last longer. Ooh, let's do beam. Yes, would I love the VI to have 200% health? Sure! But at the same time, I'd rather have him just kill things.
Something about that.
Those two are done. I'm gonna go over to deal with this one.
Oh my god.
Wherever you like. There's a whole galaxy behind us.
Why is it so loud?
Pathfinder, the nav point in the Initiative Researcher's Journal points to this location. Undocumented mineral nearby, Pathfinder.
Wonder what's down there.
New journal, Ann Carroll, day 1. Look at this place. It's more beautiful than I could have ever imagined. Millions of data strings just waiting to be discovered. If only I could access them. There are secrets in this place. I can feel it. If I can figure out how these protocols work, I think these sleeping robots could be useful to us. The storms outside have grown worse. If I try to go back out now, I'm dead. They've messed with my comm. I can't leave, and I can't call for help. Besides, who would I call? Most of the post is dead already. Fortunately, it seems the technology in this place keeps the radiation away. I have enough food to last a week. I'll attempt to weather the storm and contact the outpost when I get a chance. At least you kept your head cool.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're going to day 8. My food supply ran out yesterday. Not that I can eat anything. Anyway, the temple keeps the radiation away, but I can feel myself growing weaker from my exposure to its outside. It's eating away at my insides. 8 days and the storm hasn't died down. I don't know what I'm going to do. If I leave, the storm kills me. If I stay, I starve to death. If the radiation poisoning doesn't get me first. I need to think of a way out. I'm a data scientist surrounded by machines. There has to be something I can do. A way I can use them. I'm going to try and wake them up.
Mm-hmm.
Goodness.
Well, that gets us a step closer. Heads up. This might be rough.
It might be rough. Let's say, there's a giant machine in front of us that's shooting at us. Might be. immediately encounter a destroyer versus anything else.
She said, let's do this the hard way.
Right?
Look at all this research data. I wonder what the scientist thought when she found it.
I detect another journal in this area. It may provide answers.
Answers.
Yes! Nice job.
Yes!
Job, Ryder.
Noises on the other side of the door. Look, where's the data pad? See if there's a data pad here that'll explain things, and I'm not seeing it. Okay, severely missed something. So no, finding goes final research. I'm trying to find it. Where is it?
I don't remember finding more bodies for Lexi.
Oh, here we go. Final entry. I was stupid. Tried to hack into the protectors of these ruins and they turned on me. I shouldn't have touched them. I managed to hide, but they got enough shots in that I know I'm not going to make it. At least now I'll die quickly, but then to watch the radiation slowly melt my insides. But there's something the Nexus needs to know. After they attacked me, the machine started working. Repairing. No. Creating land. I think they have the ability to fix this planet. If you find this, upload it to the Nexus. I want them to know what happened here, to see the potential this world has for them. These things, Remnant, I think they're the key to our new life. We just need to unlock it. I'll always believe in Jin's vision. I don't regret anything. Good luck, Anna.
I knew it was a long shot, but I still held hope she was alive. All we can do is turn this into Padromos, like she wanted.
Technically, Ryder, she wanted it to go straight to the Nexus, not to her own.
Mm-hmm. No, so close. Why does my fucking... wrong with my vehicle?
I don't know.
Like bouncing, no matter what I'm doing.
Did you add any upgrades to it that maybe kind of offset
Yeah,
it?
I have no clue. I'm like just trying to go up the side of a mountain.
Hmm.
I just have an issue.
Okay, that side's done. It's all done. Not gonna go back to Padromos yet. Okay, I think I'm going to go finish the seismic hammers first.
Grip on that weapon, Cora.
It's nothing. If we get things back on track, it's nothing.
I hear ya. Who are they? Colonial Affairs didn't list anyone out here.
A Pathfinder, huh? No need to ask if you're a friend or foe.
I didn't know anyone from the Nexus was out here.
We're not. We're from the sovereign nation Advent. A few hundred clicks that way. Our nation. No Nexus interference. We didn't come to Andromeda to fuel Director Tan's regime. In Advent, we're free citizens.
I've got no problem with you or Advent. I'm here on a mission.
I'm fine with Pathfinders. We've got a job in common. Our water table dropped recently. Like the rivers underground were running dry. We tracked the problem out here.
There's been seismic activity. We're using that and a survey hammer to tap the rivers.
Oh shit. Advent needs that water supply to stay independent. Would you consider a deal? Our survey showed a massive natural gas deposit nearby. Your hammer taps that instead. We mine the gas and trade it to your outpost. Everyone wins.
Our survey shows a massive natural gas deposit nearby. Your hammer taps that instead. We mine the gas and trade it to your outpost. But then they'd have gas and water,
Right.
and then you'd be
And
trading it.
Perdomos gets nothing.
Right. That doesn't make any sense. And the fact that
That's
one of
not
our
a trade.
responses is the environment doesn't. It's like, what are you guys doing?
Mining natural gas will damage Eos's atmosphere just as it recovers.
In what? A few hundred years? We need that water now, and the initiative needs trade.
I'm like, guess
Look,
what?
I can't argue
You
with your
didn't
guns.
explore and
Just
figure out
remember
your
there's a lot of
setup or your
citizens
means.
downstream.
Found a nice place, and it's not working.
Well, and the fact that they said Nexus needs trade. Like, what else are you trading? Like,
Yeah,
to say
nothing.
let's just create a trade doesn't make any
Yeah.
sense. Like, they don't
Yeah.
really need you.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, what you should do is just contact them and say, hey, we've seen that you, well, contact Prodromos, not the Nexus, and say,
Mm-hmm.
hey, we've seen that you are there. We'd like to offer our services and still be independent and do your own thing, but be allies with Prodromos so that you can get what you need versus just
Mm-hmm.
trying to angrily keep yourself separate.
Mm-hmm. You know, some people.
You're part of an independent nation? What's it like?
Advent? It's small,
Always
but growing
us
just
or
fine
them.
without Nexus support.
Never we.
Our capital, Aurora,
Well, and
is
the
in a
fact
nice
that it's
hollow of
growing.
caves.
Like, most
Without those
exiles are
storms,
at
it's
Kadara.
cozy.
Who are you getting?
Right.
I hope your nation's
I mean,
intentions
which
are
probably
peaceful.
means they have somebody
Hey, we're
exit.
colonists and pioneers,
And if
not
they find
scumbag
people who
raiders.
were looking for.
Respect our borders, and there won't be a problem.
Well, you could go meet up with our group called
I'm
Advent
going.
Right.
Good luck out there.
EOS. I can send you the location. I also almost forgot to I almost turned in the supply sites.
Oh. Yeah, don't do that.
I'm so glad Shimrus took a whole grenade to the
If
face
you're
and didn't take any.
security, be secure.
I know what I'm doing. This job
Okay, you two keep arguing about that. Which one was the water? This was the water? And that was gas. Okay.
didn't exist until I started doing it.
Ooh, they popped out of
We screw up, none of our jobs
nomad
will
like
exist.
50 miles away.
I'm aware, thanks.
I need to go to the bathroom and I will be right back.
The flow's moved, but we can tap the underground rivers from here.
If you think Advent will be okay, go for it.
Gas deposits at the other site. That would help Advent, but we can't do both.
Okay, here we go.
All right, second hammer. Here we go. More remnants! Those tremors aren't the hammers or the remnant. What is that?
Pathfinder, the underground water flow has moved, but not sufficiently.
Plot a new hammer site, Sam. One last hit should do it.
Alright. Here we go.
Last hammer. This should finish the job. Everyone ready? What is that?
Coming this way.
Remnant reinforcements. Forget the armor, target the legs. Legs open. Now's our chance.
friends. Go for the leg. We're taking it apart.
Jesus, 30 ammo. Just
Got to go after it.
Reloading!
jeez, real quick.
Go for the leg.
Legs.
Focus fire on his head.
Remnant reinforcements. Remnant here.
Things.
There, on its legs. Almost there.
Okay, 2 legs down, 1 leg to go.
We've got to go after it.
Realizing I should have brought Nomad with me. Oh gosh! Oh lord!
Go for its legs.
Oh, that is creepy. Why are you this close to me? Holy crap. I thought it was gonna head all the way up the hill. It didn't. I couldn't see it, and then all of a sudden it appeared behind me. With its head right next to me. Oh, I've got no good place to hide here. Oh, this is not good.
Oh,
Good. Position.
Remnant reinforcements.
thing. Come on.
Go interface. We'll keep you covered.
These are a handful. Ryder, it's Haley at the outpost. I just got a massive spike on the seismic readings. The architect.
Yeah, it followed the hammers.
Great work, Ryder. The outpost's safe, and that architect should give us just what we need.
Oh, gosh. Well, that was a time. Okay, I think that done. I just got this, guys. What is this again? This is deliver that data, report the smugglers.